and I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where you're home.
It's week 5 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Titans and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Let's go.
The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On third down, here's Richardson. They'll run the screen with Moss. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Shoves it away. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did? That they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Colts have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Returning it is Moore. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Titan defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And they'll hand off to Hull. Oh, heck of a move. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
When you're dead last in the NFL with 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. This pass reeled in by Hull. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Hull. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Downs. This is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On first down, Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Here's Moore on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. That's to the tight end Wiley. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them give it an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They go play action with Richardson. His throw incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Play action. Now Richardson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Moss. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. From the 5, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cox in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Texans who are out in front. Noah Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Damian Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. What a first half we saw from the number 4 overall pick back in April, Anthony Richardson. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Colts to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Richardson hits his target, the tight end, Mo Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Bill, Zach Moss. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
A handoff to Moss on the option. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. A run here with Hull. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Richardson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Quiddy Pay able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to rise up and overcome it.
A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Quiddy Pay.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Off play action, Tannehill. Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Folks' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run with Hole. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Richardson now on 2nd down. This pass reeled in by Hole. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard team up there to pick up the first. Up the middle they go. Hull, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Hull. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hull. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Indianapolis, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.